Let others know that they're missing out something. Okay, beta? So, good morning, all of you. Boys, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you, beta.
Good
Let's start
morning,
with
ma'am.
good morning, beta. Thank you. Let's start with the continuation of lesson number 13, sound, and I hope that let's finish it today itself. Okay, I'm trying to wind it up today. So, this should be the last session of the chapter 13, that is sound. Okay, so now we begin with a new topic, that is persistence of hearing. Please continue. Yes, boys, please continue.
Yes, ma'am. Can I read?
Yes,
Nurani
but
Moinuddin.
yes, Moinuddin, start. But be a bit fast, okay?
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
take too much of time. Okay, thank you.
Persistence of hearing. The sensation of hearing of any sound persists in our brain for zero point 0.1 second. This is called the persistence of hearing.
What does that mean? That you are listening to
Persist.
my voice. Yeah, you are listening to my voice. I'm listening to your voice. You're reading it.
Yes.
So whatever you read just now will remain in my brain for how much time, beta? 0.1 second. It will remain in my brain for 0.1 second. After that, it will go off. I cannot hear your sound. You're getting my point, what I'm saying? Your
Yes, ma'am.
voice will remain in my brain for 0.1 second only. And that time is called as persistence of hearing. All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it so? What it does? Let's see. Please continue.
Persistence of hearing help us to get a feeling of continuity while hearing one sound after another. Due to persistence of hearing, the direct original sound and reflected sound reaching ear in lesser time than zero point 0.1 second mingle together and do not produce any separate sound of their own. This saves us from confusion and difficulty.
You understood what is happening? Now, the sound that takes to reach ear in less time than 0.1 second. If it takes 0.1 second, then yes, whatever you're speaking, I can hear properly. I can make out what you're speaking. But if it is taking less than 0.1 second, then all the words get mixed up. Then I'm in confusion. Do you understand? Why do we say, do not speak so fast, speak a bit slow? Why do we say that? You understood this much? Because if we are speaking fast, it is taking less time to reach our brain, and my brain is confused. It cannot make out what are the words because words get mingled up, words get jumbled up, and I do not know what is what. Hope you understand what is happening. So, to register in the brain, the sound should take 0.1 second minimum for the voice to be registered. You understand? Do you understand, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
What about rest of them? I'm getting only one answer. What about rest of you people, beta? Eighth
Yes,
standard.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm? Are you understanding or not?
Yes, ma'am. Understanding.
Okay. So what happens is there's no confusion and I am able to hear you properly, clearly, and without any difficulty. If it is 0.1 second only, but if it becomes less than 0.1 second, then all the difficulty arises. Hope you have understood this much.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now echo. You know what is echo? Have you ever experienced echo, Vita?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now you
ma'am,
will
I
understand.
experienced.
You have experienced. You will understand later what is actually is an echo. Yes, start, Vita.
Ma'am, I read.
Okay, sure. I'll be glad,
Okay.
Vita. What's your name?
Echo. Rizani Muhammad Riza.
Okay, Raza. I will call you Raza. Will do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Carry on, Vita.
A repetition of sound produced by the reflection of sound waves from a wall, mountain, or other obstructing surface is called echo.
Did you
If
understand
we
this
show,
much? Just a moment. Did you understand this much? We'll go, step by step. Raza, I hope you don't
yes,
mind. So we'll
yes,
explain
ma'am.
one by one. That will be better. I find that. Okay.
Okay,
So what is it? It is a repetition of sound that you use shout in a room or in a valley or you go to a mountain for trekking. You shout your name and that name comes back to you repeatedly. That is called an
yes,
echo. The first sound will be very loud and then slowly it becomes faint. Have you ever observed this much? This sort of an experience? Yes, Vita?
no,
Even in some old monuments or ruins, or maybe if you're in a
yes, ma'am,
tunnel,
yes,
yes, this sort of things happen because it is getting back from the wall or from the mountains or from any surface, or it could be huge monuments, ruins. It has not been used by any people, anybody. So जिसको हम खंडेर बोलते हैं. If you go there and if you shout, that the shout comes back to you. Okay,
yes.
fine. Start.
If we shout or clap near a reflecting surface like tall building or a mountain, we hear the same sound again. This sound which we hear.
Yes, it's called echo. Okay, this sound which we hear is called echo. Fine. So this much have you understood? If you clap like this,
Yes.
that clap you can resound. You can hear the sound again. So that is called as
Yes.
resounding. Okay. So why echo is produced? Let's see.
Echo is caused due to the reflection of sound.
So you understood? So what is happening?
Yeah.
The sound is getting reflected by the wall. Sound is getting reflected by the mountain or by the tall buildings. Hope you understood.
Yes.
So this is the echo is the reflection of sound. This much have you understood, all of you, better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, better. Thank you.
To hear an echo clearly, the time interval between the original sound and the echo must be at least zero point 0.1 second.
What did I say just now? When we began with this slide, earlier what I said that my brain will have the sound persisting for how much time? Zero point 0.1 second. And the same thing has been used over here. Do you follow me? You are talking to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Sound remains in my brain for zero point 0.1 second. But if it is
Yes.
very fast, then I have to ask you, Beta, could you read it again? Because I could not understand what you spoke. Do you understand? Because it took less than zero point 0.1 second. And everything got jumbled in my brain, and I'm not able to register what you spoke. Hope you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
The same thing happens in
Yes.
echo. The same thing is happening in echo. So it should be at least zero point 0.1 second. You understood? So what should be the difference between the original sound and the echo? It should be zero point 0.1 second, then and then only my brain can register. Got it?
Yes.
Got it? Okay, fine. Let's do one calculation.
Time period of sound is equal to zero point 0.1 second. Speed of
Agreed?
sound in air is equal to 330 ms.
No, it is meter per
Distance.
second. Hello. It is meter
How?
per second. Read it like that.
Yeah.
Say
Distance
330
traveled.
meter per second. Better you have to repeat it, please. When
Okay,
I'm
ma'am.
objecting it, like when I'm stopping you, that means you have to redo it. That is a correction. Okay? Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Time
Thank
period of sound is equal to 0.1 second. Speed of sound in air is equal to 330 meter second.
No, no, meter per second. There's an oblique sign, beta. Is there an oblique
Yes.
sign? Yes, it is per second. This is how you have to write, beta. See, don't
Time
overlook
period.
certain matters. So what it is meter per second. You understood now, beta?
Okay. Time period of sound is equal to 0.1 second. Speed of sound in air is equal to 330 meter per second.
Thank you.
Distance traveled by sound in 0.1 second is equal to 330 meter per second multiplied by 0.1 second is equal to 33
Meter.
meter.
Okay. You know the formula of speed is equal to distance upon time. You agree?
Yes.
Speed is equal to distance upon time. So whatever distance, it will be speed into time, isn't it? It will be speed into time. And this is what we have done. Speed into time. Yes or no? This is the speed and this is the time. It is multiplied. Any problem?
No.
So we got 33 meter. You should know from where we are getting it, okay? So to hear an echo clearly,
So to hear and echo clearly, the minimum distance of the reflection surface should be half this distance, that is 33 into 2 meter
upon
is
2.
equal
33 upon 2.
33 upon 2. So to hear and echo clearly, the minimum distance of the reflection surface should be half the this distance, that is 33 upon 2 meter is equal to 17 meter
Approximately.
approx.
Approximately. Okay. So to hear an echo properly, that means you can, whatever you did, if you screamed, if you shouted, if you clapped, whatever you did, the minimum distance, what should be? Half the distance. Okay? You
Yes.
understood? So reflective surface should be half the distance, that is 33 upon 2 is equal to 17 meter approximately. So you should be present at 17 meter and then you should clap and you can hear the echo properly. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So where you should stand? You should stand at 17 meter approximately. Then and then only you can hear the echo properly. Now look over here. How to hear an echo? Okay. Now this is time. It is at equidistance. Can you see this? It is equidistance. Right? It is all equidistance. Now the first echo that you will hear is louder. Can you see this? Very loud. And as the time
Yes.
passes by, it becomes fainter. Can you see this?
Yes.
You will get resounding, like you will get the claps again and again, again and again. But the intensity of the sound will become feeble. That is what is called echo. You're getting it? You will get
Yes.
some one, two, three, four. Hello. You have said hello. You will get four hellos. But the first hello is going to be very strong and loud, and the last hello will be very weak. This much have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we are going to talk about the reverberation also later. This is all reverberation. This reverberation you observe in auditoriums. What it is, we will see it later. I will come back to it. Now we have finished with the echo. I think any problem regarding echo, Vita?
No,
Is there
ma'am.
any problem regarding echo? Have you understood nicely?
Yes.
Now, same thing, it's not
Yes, ma'am.
echo. Yeah, thank you. It's not echo, but it is hitting the reflecting surfaces. That is called as reverberation. What it is called, beta? Reverberation. So this is something other
Reverberation.
activity of sound that we are going to observe. Yes, let's begin, beta.
Echoes may be heard more than
Not
once
heard.
due to
Echoes may be heard. It is not heard, it is heard. Just help you
ec-
out. Hear is here. What it is, beta? Here.
hear,
And heard is heard. What it is?
heard.
Heard. The same way we pronounce herd. Hope you remember. Herd of
Yes,
cattle. Yes. Now you understanding what I'm doing? The way you
yes.
pronounce, the meaning changes, beta. Okay? Fine. Thank you. Begin, beta.
Reverberation echoes may be heard more than once due to repeated or multiple reflection of sound from several reflecting surfaces. This causes persistence of sound called reverberation.
So what are we
Reverberation.
reverberation? So what are we finding in reverberation? What is the difference between echo and reverberation? Now you understood? Echo is getting the sound or resounding, getting the sound again and again back to you. That is echo. And minimum should be zero point 0.1 second. Whereas in case of reverberation, echoes can be heard. How many times? More than once. Why? Because there are multiple reflections. In this echo, there is only one reflection, and you are getting many sounds back. But in the case of reverberation, there are multiple reflections of sound because there are so many reflecting surfaces. So the sound remains in the auditorium. The, the orator or the speaker has stopped speaking, but the sound still resounds in the auditorium. That is called as reverberation. You understand?
Yes.
Let's see how it happens.
In big halls or
Yes.
auditoriums to reduce reverberation, the roofs and walls are converted by sound
Covered,
absorbing
beta. It is covered. Please read properly.
covered covered by sound absorbing materials like compressed fiber boards, rough plaster or draperies.
Okay, just a moment. Now, you are speaking in a big hall, or it's a cinema hall, or an auditorium. Now, the echo, the multiple echo should not happen. What is done? Roofs of the building, the roof of the, not the building as such, the roof of the auditorium, and the walls of the cinema hall or the auditorium, they are covered by certain sound absorbing materials as compressed fiber boards or could be rough plaster. So if you touch the walls are not smooth, they are rough. You can feel the roughness on your hand. Or draperies. Now what are called draperies? Can anyone tell me? What is the meaning of draperies, beta? The big curtains. You've seen the big curtains hanging? Those are called as draperies. What are they called as, beta? Draperies. Have you seen the auditorium big curtains are hanging? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So those curtains, the big, not the small ones, because small ones that we what we use at our homes is our curtains. But if it is the giant sized curtains, they are called as draperies.
Okay.
Yes, begin.
Reverberation is perceived when the reflected sound wave reaches your ear in less than zero point 0.1 second after the original sound wave. Since the original sound wave is
There's a
still
full
held.
stop. Before since there's a full stop, you have to stop there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do that. Since the original sound wave
since the original sound wave is still held in memory. The- There is no time delay between the perception of the reflected sound wave and the original sound wave. The two sound waves tend to combine as one very prolonged sound wave. If example, if
Exactly.
you have if you have ever sung in the shower and we know that you have, then you have probably experienced a reverberation.
You understood what they are saying? Okay.
Yes.
Reverberation you get when the reflected sound, so you spoke and the sound which is coming back to you is reaching your ear in less than zero point 0.1 second. Okay, that time reverberation comes. Now you in the brain, you still have this original sound. What you spoke, you heard it. It is in your brain. So the perception of the reflected sound which is coming back to you, it mixes with the original sound. So there's a combination of the original sound and the reflected sound. You agree? And it becomes
Yes.
a long sound wave. It mixes and it becomes a long sound wave. This is what you observe when you are taking bath in the shower and you try to sing in when you are taking shower, you can feel the reverberation. Do it and let me know. Boys, Moinuddin and rest of you, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
No, any problem in understanding?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So this is reverberation. I will show you. See, can you see this reflected? Now you are a speaker over here. This is you. You are speaking. See, it is reflected. Got it? Okay. Now you can see over here how many reflection is there. Again it is reflecting. Again it is reflecting. Again it is coming back. Are you understanding? These are the roof of the auditorium. These are the walls of the auditorium. So many reflections are taking place. Do you get me? What is happening over here? This is reverberation. What it is, beta? This is reverberation. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Hello?
No, ma'am.
Fine. Now, in this echo, you can see there's a space between the sound. Whereas in reverberation, there is no space. Can you see this? Got it? This is reverberation. Hope you have understood. Now, if I say hello, the hello will go, but then bit less intense. Got it? This is called as reverberation. So this is the
Yes,
difference
ma'am.
between echo and reverberation. What is echo? Hello, 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 like that. Whereas this one is hello, and that O becomes very faint. This is the difference between echo and reverberation. Got it?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Now we see audible and inaudible sound.
Audible and inaudible sound. Audible sound is sound which we can hear. It has frequencies between 20 Hz,
Hertz. Hertz.
hertz,
Say hertz. Yes.
hertz,
And
20
20,000.
hertz, and 20,000 hertz.
Okay. So what is audible sound? Audible sound which we can hear, human beings can hear, that ranges between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz. Okay. Let's talk about inaudible sound.
Inaudible sound is sound which we cannot hear. It has frequencies less than 20 Hz and more than 20,000 Hz.
Okay.
Sound whose frequencies are more than 20,000 Hz is called ultrasonic sound.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Then. Some animals like dogs can hear ultrasonic sound. Bats produce ultrasonic sound. See, this one you just erase it, it's wrong. Dogs produce infrasonic sound. Okay, we'll talk it later. So dogs we will remove. Bats produce ultrasonic sound. I will just explain to you. The audible sound is what? Which the human can hear. It is ranging between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz. We can only hear this much. Less than 20,000 hertz, we cannot hear. More than 20,000 hertz, we cannot hear. So less than comes in infrasonic and more than 20,000 comes in ultrasonic sound. Any problem? So we have infrasonic, then the audible range, and then ultrasonic. You understood? So the audible
Yes, ma'am.
range is what we can hear. So first is infrasonic, which is less than 20 hertz. Then we got 20 to 20,000 hertz, that is audible range, and more than 20,000 hertz is ultrasonic range. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And which other animals which produces ultrasonic sound? We can see the bats. The bats produce ultrasonic sound. Can you see this over here? Bats. With the help of ultrasonic sound, it can catch its prey. It can kill its prey. It can navigate. You know what is the meaning of navigate, beta? What is the meaning of navigation? To find out the direction. To find out the direction because you know that the bats are blind. So there's a phrase called as, blind like a bat, isn't it? We call it a phrase that are you blind like a bat? So this is how it's come uh, for usage. Why? Because bats cannot see. It can only work according to the navigation, which is observed or which is analyzed by producing ultrasonic waves from their mouth. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And also, you should know that bats are not birds, they are mammals. They can give birth because they give birth to babies. They are not birds because birds lay eggs, you know that. But bats, yes, they have got wings, no doubt about it. But in spite of having wings, it is a mammal because they give birth to babies and the babies suckle their mother. They take milk from their mother. You got it? Do you understand, Vita? That's why they are
Yes.
called mammals. So this is how they catch hold of the prey. Now, what is the range of hearing? Again, the same thing, but in a different format. We're doing the same thing, division, okay? Please read.
Range of hearing. Human beings can hear sound frequencies between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz,
Yes,
2000
sir.
hertz.
No, no, it is wrong. It is 20,000. One zero is missing. What you said is right.
20,000
It's
hertz.
20,000. Yes.
Sound whose frequency is less than 20 hertz is called infrasonic sound.
Understood?
Yes.
Understood now? Less than. This is less than 20 hertz is called as infrasonic sound. Which are the animals?
Animals like dogs, elephants, rhinoceros, uh, whales, etc. produces and hear infrasonic sound.
So you know the animals which can produce infrasonic sound. They are dogs, elephants, rhinoceros, whales, etc. Okay. Now we come to ultrasonic. Please.
Sound sound whose frequency is more than 20,000 hertz is called ultrasonic sound.
Okay.
Animals like dolphins, bats, and rats and
Porpoises.
porpoises, etc., produce and hear ultrasonic sound.
Please
Bats are
continue.
bats use reflection of ultrasonic sound waves to detect and obstacle or its prey.
So you understood how does it negate? It used reflection of ultrasonic sound to detect an obstacle, to find the obstacle or the prey. Prey means if it is obstacle, maybe it is a wall or a tree or anything, and prey is the animal or the birds that it wants to eat. Okay, so that it has to eat, isn't it? Otherwise, it will not survive. So, what waves they are producing? Ultrasonic sound waves to find out regarding any obstacle or prey. Okay, so I just repeat it once. Human beings 20 to 20,000 hertz audible range, less than 20 hertz is infrasonic sounds. Dogs, elephants, rhinoceros, whales, they produce infrasonic sound. Now we come to more than 20,000 hertz, which is called as ultrasonic sound. Dolphins, bats, rats, porpoises, they can produce as well as can hear the ultrasonic sound. How does the ultrasonic sound is used by bats? Bats, they give out the ultrasonic sound first. So this is ultrasonic sound. You can see these are ultrasonic sound, right? Hello, these are ultrasonic sound.
Yeah.
And
Yes, ma'am.
reflected. Can you see this? Because it has gone, the reflection is this much. Can you see this reflection? This is reflection.
Yes.
And the bat comes to know that the prey is over here. Understood? So after getting the
Yes.
reflection only, till it gets the reflection, it cannot do anything. When it gets the reflection, then it can understand that whether there is a prey or there is an obstacles. Okay?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Now we come to the next topic that is noise pollution.
Ma'am, can I
Noise
read?
pollution.
Okay, Vita. Thank you, Raza. It was good. Keep it up,
Okay.
Vita.
Welcome.
Noise
Yes,
pollution.
Mohammed. Yes.
Sound that is unwanted or disrupts
Noise.
one's quality of life is called as noise. When there is lot of noise in the environment, it is termed as noise pollution.
Okay, fine.
Sound
Just a
becomes
just a moment, Vita. Now, why do we say the sound that is unwanted? We make sound in the classroom. We make sound at home. Yes or no? The
yes,
sound
ma'am.
is speaking. The sound is talking. But the sound cannot be banging on the door, banging the table, throwing the things to create cacophonies. No. That is unwanted. When we speak, it is wanted. But when we speak too much, it is unwanted. You agree?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you agree, beta? So, sound is a must. There has to be sound. Otherwise, it will be like, where are we? When we are living, we should have sound around us. You agree or not? Then you feel that, yes, we
Yes,
are alive. There has to be sound.
Yes.
But when it is unwanted and when it is troubling my life, when it is interfering with my life or the quality of life, that sound becomes noise. When there's a lot of noise in the environment, it causes noise pollution. All of you agree?
yes, ma'am.
Is someone's mic is on, beta? Let's check. If someone's mic is on, just find out, beta. Okay, done. Let's begin.
Sound becomes undesirable when it disturbs the normal activities such as walking, sleeping, and during conversations.
Conversations. Fine. Now, why that sound becomes undesirable, as becomes unwanted, when your normal activities, for example, you're sleeping, you're working, and you're talking with someone, when you're discussing with someone, gets hampered, then that sound becomes noise. For example, you're working, you're not able to compose, you're not able to concentrate because of loud. You always say that. In the class also, you say, na, please keep quiet, let me work. Don't you say sometime? Hello? If you get disturbed by someone banging the door or someone talking very loudly, don't you ever say that please speak softly, let me work. Yes or no? Because
Yes, ma'am.
it breaks your concentration. It happens, isn't it, in the classroom? It breaks your concentration bit and you do not want it. So it's troubling you, it is disturbing you. During sleep also, if there's a lot of noise going around, maybe marriage ceremony or anything, maybe a party or something, and at that time, this blaring of loudspeakers, do you think will you be able to sleep?
No, ma'am.
No. So it is disturbing you, your normal activities. And also when you're talking to someone, for example, let's take my example. I'm talking to the class, in between so many people start speaking at once. Do you think I will be able to discuss anything with you properly?
No, ma'am.
That's it. So these are what? These are day-to-day activities. So this gets hampered. This gets obstructed. Okay, and we don't like it, so the same sound becomes noise. Fine. Next one. Yes, Mohammed Abbas, have you understood what I said just now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, continue better.
It an underrated environmental problem because of
Underrated.
the fact that we can't see, small, or taste it.
Smell. Okay, now what is the meaning of underrated environmental problem? We all agree to it that it is an environmental problem, but it is underrated. That means it is not prime. We are not taking noise pollution as one of the most important pollution of the environment. Why? Because we cannot see it, we cannot smell it, we cannot taste it, we can only feel it. Do you understand? That's why it is
Yes, ma'am.
underrated. That's why we don't take it as a prime or the most important of all noise pollution. Most important of all environmental pollution, that noise pollution is one of the most important pollution. We don't take it. Why? Because we cannot see it, we cannot smell it, or we cannot taste it. Have you understood? But we can only feel it, isn't it? It gets you a headache. Noise pollution gives you a headache, isn't it?
Yes.
So, what organization is doing now? Let's see. Yes, beta?
World Health Organization
Stated, beta.
stated that
Read properly.
noise must be recognized as a major threat of human well-being.
Two. It is not off. It is two. Say it again.
Threat to human well-being.
Thank you. So, which organization came into being now? World Health Organization. It gave a statement that noise has to be recognized. It should be recognized as a very important threat, danger to human well-being. Human will survive, no doubt about it, but the health problem will start because of the noise pollution. Do you understand? So, which problem will come? Later, the health problem will start because of this noise pollution. Have you understood this slide? See, see, look at this person, what he's doing. Because of the noise, he's closing his ears. Now, let's see what are the health effects due to noise pollution.
Health effects. According to the US EPA, there are direct
This is a
links
US
between
organization, okay? This is US organization,
yes,
okay?
US EPA, there are direct links between noise and health. Also, noise pollution adversely affects the lives of millions of people.
So you understand that the noise pollution is really badly, adversely means badly. It is not favorable, unfavorably affecting the lives of millions of people staying in US. Next,
Noise pollution can damage physiological and
physiological. Read it again.
physiological
And
and,
psychological.
and psychological health.
Okay. So noise pollution can also damage your metabolism. Your heartbeat can increase, your respiratory rate can increase. There may be some digestive problems. So these are all physiological activities which is happening in your body. Psychological health is your mental health. So due to loud noise, even mentally you can become unwell. Okay, next.
High blood pressure, stress, related illness, sleep disruption, hearing loss, and productivity loss are the problems related to noise pollution.
Now, noise pollution gives rise to high BP, and you may get stressed out. The stress related process like depression, hearing loss. You may not be hear proper. You may not be able to hear properly, uh, and productivity loss. The productivity loss is the reproduction may be disrupted. The human beings may not be able to reproduce due to noise pollution. So these are the problems which are related to noise pollution. Yes. Last one,
It can also cause memory loss, severe depression, and
severe,
panic
severe.
attacks.
Read it
Severe
again.
depression and panic attacks.
So this noise pollution can also give rise to memory loss. You may become forgetful, then acute depression, and also the panic attacks. Like your respiratory rates becomes very high. You feel that your heart will burst. Your respiratory rate is so high, you get those panic attacks, and you feel that you are about to die. Uh, you will have a heart attack. It pains so much. So that is called as panic attacks. These are all related to noise pollution. Okay. Now you can see this blaring sound, the musical instruments, the sound
Yes.
of the ceremonies. There's Ganesh Utsava. So it's happening in the on the road. Then bulldozers. This not bulldozers. What are these?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And the radios. You
Crane.
see this over here? It's a crane. Then you can see this is
Radios.
explosion. See, bomb, exploding bombs. Then these are the speakers. These are the crackers. So all these things are creating noise pollution. Hope you have understood this.